Hey Gemini, what up? How's it going? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for the week ahead. Happy belated birthday. All right, thanks for being here. We're going to take a look at everything, little work, love, and all the above, that even though I'm pulling on the current energies at the time of recording this live, this is a timeless reading. So whenever it found its way into your phone's algorithm and you clicked on it, decided to come hang out with us here for a little bit, perfect timing as always, okay? And if you are new, hi, welcome. I'm Archer. I'm still Archer. Consider subscribing, being part of the fam. I mean, you can wait till the end of the reading if you want to make sure I'm worth it, but the whole fam is working to get me to 70,000 subscribers for my birthday on July 7th, so we would love to have you be a part of the family, all right? So let's tap in and tune in and see what's cooking, all right? A little bit of work level on the above. Whatever messages come out, I'm going to convey them across to you, because when you're with me, you are ultimately and definitely protected, all right? I'm your crystals, and I got your back, all right? What's up, Alan? Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, T-Rose. What's up, Kelly? How's it going? Melissa, what up? All right, let's do it to it. You ready, SJ? Let's go for it. Hey, Irish. All right, Gemini. Give me everything you got for Gemini. That's why I love reading for you, Gemini, because I can just be real with you. You're like, Archer, I don't need no rainbow unicorn tarot. Just tell me what's up. So let's go. Give me two shuffles. Here we go. One and a half. Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups on the Eight of Wands. Your love life's ascending into another direction. That's why it's been put on pause for a minute. So if you're waiting for a past person to return star card, they're coming in a new energy. So the cycle doesn't repeat itself. The new person, they're going to start picking up the pace on this one, because there's something about their feelings that they're not showing you. They're closed off to something. All right, we got to find out. Cool. See, I told you I love reading for you, Gemini. Let's do it. Give me two shuffles. 1 and 2. Why do you feel so anxious? Why my anxiety meter's starting to ping? We got to find out. All right, I kind of want to spinny hug you. Let's see what's up with this. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Hey, Renee, what up? All right, 4 of Wands. Okay, this is freaky. This came out in the same position for Taurus just now. Some of you guys might be a cusper or dealing with one. There's twin flame energy in this, but even more so than that, whether you're just starting on your twin flame journey, or this is letting me know it's coming to a close and you're getting ready for reunion. Either way, I pull more of a standard Aries energy off of this 4 of Wands, that the rewards for what you've put in are finally showing up. This is the ark being brought to Jerusalem. You have stuff coming your way, including one extra happy birthday from that one person that always forgets about you. Knight of Wands. Oh, but it's a family member. You know that one that still sends you a check every year, and it's always late for your birthday? It's like, just get an Amazon gift card or something. But who writes checks anymore? Seriously, I think that one is either lost in checks in the mail type of vibe, that you'd get that one last birthday card still. All right, they're always late, aren't they? Goodness, they need to put an alarm in their phone. All right, let's get going. Let's talk about you. All right, current conditions of Gemini. We have the 10 of Wands, Sag energy. You with the Lovers card and the Moon card with Pisces energy. You're working to make a name for yourself, aren't you? Because your major arcana is anchoring the reading, right? You want to establish yourself in your life lately, but lately you've been facing a lot of anxiety that I was pulling with the Moon card. That's the fear. The Moon card represents the fears of the unknown, all right? But in a form of water sign duality, Pisces, 2 fish, they're kind of like the water signs Gemini, right? I see 2 meanings off of this, that it's not only the fear of the unknown. I always see this as ask not what your tarot can do for you, but what you can do for your tarot, right? This is something here that we have nothing to fear but fear itself coming in. But there's a lot of anxiety due to a fear of things repeating themselves, feeling like you're stuck in Groundhog's Day and you're never getting to move forward with the 10 of Wands, and you're kind of over it, right? You're tired of being told, be patient, Gemini. You've done the work and you're ready to go. You're in your power, right? Some of you guys could even be, with this being your major arcana, right? Some of you guys could even be nesting a little bit and kind of getting bored with it, 10 of Wands. Maybe it's what's leading to the feelings, you know? And then you might try to find something to like calm your nerves in order to power through it, 10 of Wands, all right? Could be Wine Wednesday, right? But the H is silent either way. All right, we'll see what's up with this, all right? Because this anxiety, remember the brain interprets anxiety and excitement in the same way, all right? And remember, you're the programmer. The brain's not in charge. You are. All right. So let's see where this goes. Let's dig in. All right. Money energies. Let's see what's in your wallet. What's cooking. We got the Two of Wands. Right out of the gate, I'm told I'm reading for two groups of Geminis. Oh yeah, that's right. I had a request to read for some of my more mature Geminis, okay? So I'm going to be doing some readings in two directions on the money home front, because I do see for some of my more seasoned Geminis is that you have nerves or anxiety or fear that maybe your retirement's not going to be there, Social Security is not going to pay out, or something about changes in benefits that you fear if you're going to actually even be able to retire. You know, I get it, Gemini. So I'm going to look into that. But then on the other home front too, I do see that the budget is going to balance out. Okay, Chariot to the Two of Wands. Maybe you've like been living paycheck to paycheck lately and just kind of like you're tired of having to dip into your savings. For those of you that have savings with the way the world's economy is going. But Cancer season seems to be an energy of being able to find some balance and direction in your financial departments, okay? And I do see some of you guys considering a job change, because on the Chariot, you see how the horses are moving in different directions? It's like you're being pulled in like, what do I do? Which way do I go, right? And it might get you a little like overwhelmed. You know what I mean? I got you. Okay, let's get going forward into the love department, because we'll get some cards on this, and I got my seasoned Geminis covered, all right? So let's dig in. Past person, let's start there, because you are allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want, Gem. All right, my title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell You What to Do Her. Oh my, the ego was strong with this one, yes. And when I have the Emperor coupled up to a Four of Wands on the overall energy, this is some confirmation that you were dealing with an unawoke masculine. This is the original runner. This is the one that brought you to tarot. Even for my male Geminis, this is your female twin flame. Some of you guys, it might even be a same-sex relationship. This person's depression seemed to drag you down as well, yet they still haven't given up on this. Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, they can't let you go. How many times have they reached out to you? They've tried a few times, right? Either you've got them on block, or they don't remember they have you blocked, or what they did was a lot to process. I got to find out. I need clarifiers on it right out of the gate. I wanted to start clarifying. Oh my gosh, we need to know what's up with this. This person feels like they self-sabotage this. Please, sir, can I have some more? But that is Samuel the boy prophet on the Page of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio energy with the Page of Wands, Leo and Sagittarius energy. Because remember, Gem, the pages, they're still young. They haven't decided what they want to be when they grow up yet. So they're a wild card, Aries, Leo, Sag, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorp. So I'm just pulling the energy I feel off of this person, Gemini. The Kings, they're the mutable energy in the tarot. The Queens are the cardinal, and the Knights are fixed, okay? Maybe, yeah, if this person's the one that brought you to tarot, maybe some of you guys, this is a rather recent incident that happened, and you're actually just starting out on your tarot journey. Okay. If not, they totally are. I'm being told for some reason their algorithm is being infected with tarot readings. So we need details, but I also need logic, because you don't need the rainbow magical stuff. We got to find out what's happening. Okay. I got you covered too. Now, new person, right? This could be somebody that you've just gotten involved with, or you're single and you want to know what's coming in. Okay. Let's find out. The Justice card. Very nice. Nine of Cups on the Nine of Swords. Some of you guys, I'm being told on a side message that you're fearing like some kind of black magic or spell work that is causing this to not happen and feeling like it never works out. This is a lot of jealousy in the energies around you, because you're doing better than you give yourself credit for. And there are some people that are attempting to bully or mind manipulate you. I can see some jealousy that might come as a result of a successful union that could leave you and this person even maybe similarly both feeling frustrated. Remember, black magic and spell work, it works slightly different. It's not so much a thing. Somebody that wishes bad or jealousy and energy on you, they can't affect you other than just the way they say it to you to mess with your mind. In reality, when God sees somebody using powers of prayer and manifestation for bad, what actually happens is whatever they wish upon you, you're rewarded. Okay. Let's say, for example, that somebody's like, Gemini, you will never have love ever. It'll fail. And that gets in your mind and makes you feel anxious and nervous. God sees that, and the reward for it is that you wind up in a Nine of Cups relationship. And those people that put this Nine of Swords shame on you, shame on them, because they get to watch you succeed. All right. Okay. You're Gemini, your duality and everything that you represent in the universe, you are protected. You are the definition of the warrior spirit as a light worker. All right. And people nowadays, light workers are so needed with everything going on in the world right now. you have way more protection from the spiritual side than you even realize, because you're part of a spiritual army. 4 of Wands, the ark being brought right to Jerusalem. All right. Okay. So let's dig in. Let's go forward now. Let's get some clarifiers, because there's a lot I want to dig into deep on this for you. Okay. Could be dealing with definitely a water or a fire sign. Okay. And that's going to be the prominent part in their chart. Strong on the Pisces and the Cancer, strong on the Leo and the Sagittarius, but then you do have Aquarius and Libra. Could even be another Gemini, plus there is also Aries so far. And there is a little Scorpio hanging out too. All right, so let's see where this goes. Let's start with you. 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. You're nervous. You're tired of being judged. Look at this. I never noticed that. Look at how these other people behind here, they're picking on him for having that cast and the crutch. See, the bullying and the people around you are what have led you into that anxiety. The Hierophant. You've dealt with people that played the mind games on you, bullying you, and verbal abuse. That can sometimes be more of a strain than a physical direction. But either way, it's bad, right? You know, this is that thing that could leave you doing that nesting energy and kind of being a little more nomadic, being a little hermity right now with everything that's going on. Okay. And like maybe you just may try to find something that calms your nerves in order to power through it. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Wine Wednesday I mentioned earlier, but I'm feeling more of like a favorite book or a hobby. Some of you guys might even have an ESA. All right. But the thing on this is that you got some new things happening because you spent so long giving up on the things that you love for people in your life that you're learning from it, right? I'm being told to tell you, you've got some new signs coming your way. All right. Like God's being like, hey, let Gemini know that the whole time they've been staring at and watching those repeating numbers, that is like parlor tricks, child's play, entry level. Your cell phone is becoming taken over. Okay. So as a heads up, as you're diving deeper into the spirituality, what you'll notice is your notifications are now giving you messages. God loves the cell phone. We don't need a Ouija boards anymore. We have cell phones. Okay. Like you'll notice that when you're guided to look at your phone, that notification you see, whether it's an email or a YouTube video or whatever it is, that is giving you a message in what you read and what you see. All right. So heads up, because if you thought the numbers were like wild, now it's going to get deep. All right. You are in a communication two-way. All right. You're a walkie-talkie. But with the Knight of Cups, it's going to allow you to guide your directions to come through this. Okay. So the thing on this is that you're working so hard to overcome that devil energy that has been around you, been in the earth, been around the world. You even just notice people are like, nobody, you don't want to watch the news anymore because it's all these bad stories. And it's like, wow, why is everybody this way? This is the death of the devil. He's losing his fight, the war between God and the devil, right? And it's coming out onto the world. And as a follow-up, we are not currently experiencing World War III on the planet Earth. I'm being told to channel this message, okay? Maybe some of you fear that somebody you love may be drafted or that some of your family might be involved. Do remember, this is not World War III. The Bible tells who World War III will be between, and it's not the two countries that are currently having a fight, all right? We are currently more in the vibes of a Korea or a Vietnam type of a vibe, but it won't escalate to that point. I cannot pull any energies on any pending drafts or something desperate or bad to that extent, okay? Just to keep you on point and in tune. It's cool because even the energies of everything going on in the world can actually get you into this point of the Seven of Wands that you need to protect yourself, right? But you've been overcoming this energy since it's been feeling this way for a long time, all right? Remember, Jupiter just finally left your sign earlier, okay? And Jupiter is not happy in your sign. That's your sister sign. It's the opposing energies, right? So you've been dealing with a lot of just intense, fiery Sagittarius type of an energy as Toby gets it down. But now that Jupiter's left your sign, it's relief that you can finally rest. That it's like that one relative that has to come for the holidays that you cannot wait for them to be like, well, time for me to hit the old dusty trail, right? That's Jupiter leaving your sign, okay? But being in Cancer where it's exalted will help to amplify. But for you, I'm totally starting to monitor the energies of Uranus moving into your sign, because that Aquarius energy is going to totally allow you to start seeing things in a different perspective, okay? Aquarius is the aliens of the Zodiac. They see things in such a different optimistic perspective. You're going to love the energy of Uranus coming into your sign. Okay. So yes, Gemini, I will totally keep tabs on Uranus for you. Do with that what you will. I don't care. All right. Let's keep going, because the thing on it is that now that it's out of your sign and things are starting to adjust, it's like you're getting to a point to see things in that more Aquarian optimistic perspective. And some of you guys could totally be dealing with one that now that it gets ready to enter your sign, it's going to allow you to overcome the anxiety, which gets us back to what I was saying at the beginning, that the brain interprets anxiety and excitement in the same way. So you can get those same butterflies feeling in your tummy if you're nervous as much as if you're excited. Okay. The more optimistic perspective is going to allow you to grow and mature into a different direction. Okay. You have a very optimistic, energetical, warm front coming your way. Okay. That, I'm the universal meteorologist. I always wanted to be a meteorologist. My bucket list is to click the clicky thingy that meteorologists get to use on the news. But you have an incoming warm front. That's a more optimistic energy approaching. Okay. Now, let's get into this money thing, because this is where we're going to branch out a little bit with that Two of Wands. I want to read for two sets of Geminis, all right? Which might even apply to the younger Geminis who want to retire early. Page of Pentacles. Oh, nice. There's a little bit of charity from the God above on the Ten of Swords to put it away, to put the thoughts away. Five of Wands into the Ace of Swords. So for those of you that are nervous about your retirement status, or if there'll be Social Security or whatever your country's version of retirement benefits are, what I'm seeing here is that there will be some changes in the systems in your country, wherever you might reside, changes in government, changes in parliament, whichever direction it goes, that will actually bring some different policies, okay? The energies of what you are being led to believe happening right now will no longer be a factor by the time you actually need the services, okay? The stuff that you have paid into and worked for over the years will be protected in an energetical space, all right? Now, I also do want to touch base on the Seven of Swords to the Five of Wands, that some of you guys have been receiving text messages or WhatsApp or Snapchat types of communications, even on TikTok, from somebody claiming to be famous or a celebrity explaining to you that they don't have access to their money and all they need is $2,000 to fly to you or fly you to them. Keep in mind, this is the newest form of a scam that is running on the internet, okay? That any true real celebrity has complete access to their finances, their funds, and their money. Management just takes a percentage, not dishes it out. And this is all a setup from somebody that probably has the last name Patel in Dubai. Okay. So just a heads up to watch it. Same thing with the toll roads and the ticket fares, those text messages coming through. Okay. Somebody has been seeing a lot of spam calls, and just to let you know, that's the direction it goes. And even for my Geminis on social media, that you keep seeing the wonderful book of manifestations by Sergio Eva, blah, 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 whatever it is. Remember, that is not a human doing that. That is a computer bot driven algorithm. Feel free to have fun with it. Okay. Like, the books don't exist. None of it exists. But however, it drives your algorithm. So it's cool. All right. It helps. Now, on the younger home front with the High Priestess to the Six of Pentacles with the Death card, is that what I'm seeing here is that those of you considering a job change and a transformation, perhaps going back to school or something that involves training or courses, I'm seeing like the energy I'm getting as a real estate agent, that in order to get that real estate license, you got to go through an exam, right? So however that applies to the direction you're going, it's the energy of what God's showing me so that I can interpret what I'm seeing, okay? But what I'm seeing on this one is that you've been kind of battling the idea because there's that nerves or the fear of proceeding. What I'm seeing on this one is that it is the energies that you actually do have a lot of the knowledge already in your brain because of how smart you are, Gemini. And I'm being told the test, whether it is like a real estate exam or an entrance exam in order to get a promotion or to change your career path and venture out on your own. For some of you guys, starting a tarot channel or any kind of a monetized account, maybe it's the energies of all the stuff you got to jump through to get monetized, right? The reason you can't let the idea go, though, is because you have so much smarts, common sense, and muscle memory that the entrance exam, whatever it is you have to go through for how this applies to you, common sense reigns supreme. There, once you sit down and you start doing the work on it and you take it one step at a time, you're going to be like, whoa, wait, I know this stuff already. You know, that kind of a vibe. Like if somebody, like real estate exam, money exam. They're like, is 75% interest a good rate to pay on a credit card? And you're like, wait, I know the answer to that. You'll find out that it flows much easier than expected, and it'll let you release the nerves. It's just the fear of the unknown that's coming in. But you're going to find out that it's already up here. It's beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's get into the past person. This death card on the Emperor shows an unawoke Emperor that is going through their transformation. All right, let's see what we got here. And thanks for being here, guys. Hope you're having a good day. Hope your weekend went good. All right, what's up with this here? Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that's had to do a lot of growing up in the Nine of Swords to the Ace of Swords on the Queen of Wands. They're hoping for another chance. For some of you guys, you had to financially support them, or you uprooted your entire life and changed it as a result of them, spent a lot of money either traveling to them or supporting them or being there for them, that it was draining. All right. But the way that the depression kept dragging you down, like they would just ignore everyday things. Like, look at how they've got this final notice and this rent due or this bill that's due. Like, nope, not today, not handling it, can't handle it, no time for it. We'll just wait till tomorrow. And it kept happening. They left you feeling stuck in a situationship. The way that my grandmother described the Two of Swords to me was that the Ace of Swords is that entry point, the hey text, that first communication. The Two of Swords, that's the side of the sword that cuts, that you have to have the faith to power through this energy, right? And with the Two of Wands, they would just never listen to you because this person was dealing straight up with the devil energy. Some of you guys at some point might have even been like, okay, this person's like possessed, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde vibes. Whatever their vice was, it was what took over them, all right? They didn't choose to leave you. Their vice chose to leave you, okay? And any kind of an addictive vice or energy is almost can be looked at as a cancer. It takes over the brain, all right? And at that point, they didn't have the choice on this, and it's how it wound up self-sabotaging the whole thing. For some of you guys, even those of you that were married, this was the complete derailment of the marriage, okay? It either cost you guys everything or put you guys through just pure, the family suffered just as much as the individual, right? And even for those of you that it's just a boyfriend, girlfriend, a relationship, we're just talking. It is a situationship. They always chose the vice over you. And when you attempted to override that, they lashed out, right? Two of Swords, the side of the sword that cuts. Two of Wands, they instantly knew they were making a bad decision. They regretted it the moment they made it. They're just fearful that they can't come back from it because, like, they've tried to reach out to you a few times in Nine of Swords. You've ghosted them. And I keep seeing vices. I mean, look at the open bottle of pills next to the bedside table on the clock. This is definitely someone whose vices overcame them, even if it was addicted to money, spending it, right? Nine of Pentacles, and now they're on their own. But they have woke up from this one. Dark Nights of the Soul are fun. Everybody should go through one at least once in their lifetime. Page of Swords. They learn from you. Do you realize the reason you can't stop thinking about them, besides the fact you miss them, but the fact is, you know how many times on their side of the fence, they're like, how would Gemini have handled this? What? Oh my God, is that how I made Gemini feel? What in the world did I do? You know, hey, Crosswatcher, Gemini needs to get some sleep. Gemini cannot keep hopping over into your dreams all the time when you're having a rough night here. That's literally your lesson, all right? You're an emperor. You got to learn like how to do that on your own. Because I'll tell you what, you can keep calling Gemini out in your dreams, Page of Swords, but I'm going to tell you what, an apology with the Eight of Pentacles and to have Gemini there by your side in person, it's way better. Okay. So I think they're finna make a plan. I think they're making a plan to reach out. But the Emperor, when the Emperor makes a decision, they go for it. This person's going through an awakening and ending that narcissistic energy. And they're, okay. Yeah. Page of Swords, the posts, they think everything you're posting is about them, even the stuff that's not about them. Okay. So yeah, I totally know that some of your posts are completely meant to get right at them. Okay. They think they're all about them. Right. So, and yeah, pretty much every post that they post is about you. Okay. Straight up. I'm hearing, I don't remember the song, and I think this might have come out for you before. I forget who sang this song, but maybe, especially if you've been seeing Butterflies lately, because I'm hearing it's 80s vibes. It's, you are an obsession, and like a butterfly, I will collect you. Dun, dun. Interesting. It's not an unhealthy obsession, because the fact that they are obsessed on you, though, is what's leading them to do the work. You rubbed off on them so much more than you know, Gem. Big time. They are totally doing it all for your attention. Page of Swords. Literally. Mad TV. Stuart from Mad TV. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Yeah. Especially that one post that's that Dark Desert Highway is like the black and white reel of like, I've been through some stuff and I've said, yeah, it's totally about you. Straight up. Okay. But the Eight of Pentacles shows that they're learning from all of this, the way you rubbed off on them. They're just not being direct because they're fearful that they've taken too long. And straight up, they're telling me, well, Gemini hasn't answered me yet. I know what I did to burn this bridge. I would not be surprised if Gemini never speaks to me again. They're kind of beating themselves up. That's a dark night of the soul. Clarence, Jimmy Stewart showed up and they have learned they had a wonderful life after all. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. I don't know if I can do Jimmy Stewart. I'm way too young to know who he is. But those of you that haven't heard from them yet, they're finna make a plan too with the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands in the Titanic deck. That's my Violet Jessup card that tells me right out the gate. Violet Jessup survived all three of those ships, the Titanic and the Titanic's two sister ships. Two of those three things are at the bottom of the ocean. Right? And it's not the way they were built. It was who was driving. All right. Do you blame Ford Motor Company if there's a car accident and it's like, whoa, what? Right? You know, anyways, it's like they used to say about the Titanic, built by the Irish, sunk by the Scottish. That's so mean. I swear. Meanwhile, back at Violet Jessup, it's third time the charm because she survived all three. This shows that you guys can survive the ups and downs you've been through. And this is the one time they're actually doing the work as Uranus gets ready to enter into your sign that takes things to the next level. All right. They're taking some serious accountability for their actions. Some of you guys even still work together and it might be awkward. You know what I mean? Some of you guys, one of you guys lost your jobs as a result of all this went through. This is a big test in self-worth and self-confidence though, but it's allowed you to set the boundaries. You know what I mean? And to not let people treat you like a doormat any longer. You know what I mean? But the fact that this was the first person that you knew your worth on after everything they verbally did to you, somebody bought him a Bible and a cheeseburger straight up. Could be a Scorpio because that came out for Scorpio during the all signs. All right. This person's had an awakening and now they're Page of Swords stalking you because you're still teaching them even from afar. Ace of Swords is that hey text communication that I brought up earlier, showing that if you've already gotten it, it's safe to proceed forward to test the waters. Okay. And if you haven't gotten it yet, that just means you're on a slightly different timeline that revolving on whenever you spoke to this person last, that's when the reunion hits. All right. So the Geminis that have already heard from this person, you guys broke up longer ago than the people that haven't heard from them yet. So if you haven't yet, it's a domino effect that it's coming. Okay. Okay. At that point, it's your choice that you have free will. You either get your closure that you've wished for, that everybody deserves, or you get to get things back on track and go into a Queen of Pentacles status. All right. You'll be kind of shocked that this person actually has changed because you're a human lie detector. You're going to know 3 seconds into it that they haven't done any work. You're going to be shocked when you find out they actually have. It's kind of cool. All right, let's get into the new person. All right, and thanks for being here, guys. If you do want to check out the most recent all signs, it's available. We just finished it. The link's in the pinned comment or in the link tree. All right, and there are a few unclaimed prizes from the giveaway. So if you entered the June giveaway, definitely go and check it out because you might have won. All right. And if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. I offer the one-on-one Zoom readings where it's like you're here live at the table with me and the traditional private YouTube videos. And there is a budget-friendly energy check-in video too. So there's emergency readings available as well. Just send me an email. I'll send you back all the pricing and booking details. And it's me responding to you. So I do respond to emails within 48 hours. Just hang tight with me because I'm on the front and behind the camera here. All right. And thank you also very much for letting me shout out myself in the channel. That means a lot to me and every tarot reader here on YouTube. Not enough of us say it more. So thank you. Thank you for letting me have a moment to promote myself. It means the world to all of us here. All right. All right. Let's dig in. Now for the new person. Back to your reading. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you or them could be born on the 9th. There's a lot of repeating 9s. The 11th is here as well as the 7th. So I'm thinking the repeating 1s and 7s are stalking you. But you got that cell phone thing starting to happen soon, that your cell phone's turning into a spiritual Ouija board. You're not even going to worry about numbers going forward. You'll be like, yeah, 1111, whatever. I just got a message. I love it. Everything I do is a sign that now you're going to incorporate both. That when you see the repeating numbers like, oh, clock, 1111, oh, 111, 222. Boom, I guarantee every time you pull your phone out, there's a notification that pops down on your screen about that time, and that's your message. Oh, I got chills. That's not even the spiritual 9 volt of the tongue. You just hooked jumper cables to my tongue. Oh, dude, I love it. Okay, let's get going. Star card. Oh my God, that literally was a download from above. And this person here was in your life for this reason. Both sides are considering that this may still be the one, but I think that you're nervous or worried that they're still talking to an ex or entertaining another option, right? Some of you guys, either they've straight up told you like, well, I'm getting out of a marriage or another relationship, and they are already wanting to come your way, right? But not for all of you. Some of you guys, I think it's their fear of commitment from what they've been through in the past. You're worried they're still talking to an ex, and they're so scared of proceeding because they've been beaten to a pulp by their exes that they're telling me, Archer, there's no way in the world I would talk to one of my exes. Oh gosh, if Gemini knew what I'd been through, they would put that fear to bed really quick. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Give me clarifiers. This could be a Libra, could be a Pisces, could be another Gemini even. Might just be the strong placement in the chart. 4 of Pentacles, the Emperor. They're closed off to love because they went through the same exact stuff you did. And then I do have a side note. This might only be for 4 to 9% of you. It's how my grandma Sagittarius explained it to me. 2 of Wands. I'm reading for 2 groups. I know. Strength card. The Ace of Cups and the Emperor. If you have an unawoke Emperor that comes back, the cycle repeats itself, all right? They're not in a new person energy. But however, when a past person has done the work and leveled up and they return, they come in an Ace of Cups energy, a new love energy. They're an awoke Emperor. So the cycle doesn't repeat itself. For those of you that have heard from your past person, this new reading will also resonate for you. And if you haven't heard from your past person yet, they're coming back in new person energy. Emperor connects these two like a tangent or a sextile in the sky. So that's telling me that for those of you that you do have the new person, the past person is the new person for some of you. That's what I'm getting at because they've done the work. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. The door's getting ready to open up for an energetical jackpot. Jupiter in Cancer. Okay. Taurus energy too. All right. Now, for those of you that this is straight up is a new person and you've got that fear of the past repeating itself, dial me back into that. 4 of Cups. This is where it comes to all full circle. 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Now, remember, the 3 of Swords is also a noun. Doesn't have to be a third party. Not everybody in the world is a cheater. This, I'm being told on this one, is either the fact that this person's the workaholic, or you both, for those of you that it is a past person returning, there's both of you guys have the fear of the past repeating itself. But the energy signature that you two are giving off are like marriage vibes. Emperor on the Strength card into the 10 of Cups. And the King of Cups confirms that you both have done your self-worth, your self-healing, because the King of Cups is the cup turned inward, self-love. And that brings us to the Moon card, which brings us full circle back to your Moon card. All right. So there's not a fear of talking to the ex after what they've been through. But the thing is that they're noticing you. They're noticing that you're a little slower to respond, that you're starting to disconnect. Are you doing those okay texts? Because they're telling me you're in a little bit like you might have a 5 of Swords face going on right now, right? They're noticing that you're noticing that they're not moving forward and you're starting to get sick of it. This person has pushed you right to the max almost, right? So the thing on this is that they're smart. Okay, they know they need to overcome their fears of this past energies that are still drilled into their head because they dealt with some serious narcissists before that literally had them beaten down into a corner. Their self-worth is ruined. Even for those of you that this is a man, for my female Geminis, they dealt with a female energy in the past that was a she-devil that did beat this grown man down and really messed up their self-worth and confidence, okay? So gender-neutral reading, though. Straight up. So the 3 of Swords on this is literally their own trauma. Okay. They're not talking to any exes, but the exes they'd involved with was what did the damage to them. And you're seeing the aftermath of it. Like somebody returning home from war. They're a bit of an overplanner, but they're also a bit of an overthinker as a result of like how nobody ever listened to them, neglected them. They feel like they got to repeat themselves 100 times because they never mattered or were important. However, Aries and Pisces energy, strong Pisces energy on this, okay? It doesn't have to be their sun sign, but it's definitely part of their chart. somebody here, you or them, could be born on the 10th, the 20th, or the 30th, maybe even the 7th, the 17th, the 27th, or the 1st, the 3rd, the 9th, the 19th, or 29th, maybe even the 2nd, the 22nd, or the 25th. 26th is there too. Could definitely be dealing, man, they got strong Leo and Pisces energy in this part of the reading, big time. But you also got Cancer and Virgo hanging out. There is some Sag too, but Scorpio's hiding behind the scenes too. The water signs are snooping. It's interesting. So there's an upcoming conversation though, Aries and Pisces energy that you've been waiting to have happen. The energy's coming in on that hanged man. See the Emperor reaching out. Hey, can we come to an agreement on this? So this is going to allow you both to express your feelings for each other and get this moving, to take a fresh approach to things. Even if it is a past person that you wait a long time for to return, there's that fear of the past cycle coming in, but you can trust this one on the 10 of Cups. And for those of you that it is straight up new, it's just that you're both a bit guarded to result past hurts bubbling back up to the surface. But you guys are going to overcome this and start to do things in a different perspective. It's just a lesson in communication and vulnerability. Totally. It is going to open up to a little bit of a past convo because you guys got to talk about the past to be like, well, this is what this ex did to me. That nervous. Hi, Abigail. What's up, hon? Spinny hugs. This is what this person did, so that they know, like, hey, these are the triggers that not to touch, right? And they'll tell you theirs too, so that you guys don't like have to worry about hitting a hot spot, like a mine, like a landmine. I don't know why, but something about a landmine resonates to you, Gemini. I don't know how or why. If you're or this person are either active or retired military, thank you very much for your service. I keep hearing traveling soldier. I don't know if that song resonates, but I keep hearing traveling soldier. And for my single Geminis, whoa, we're reading for 3 groups of Geminis. This is why I love reading for you. This is hot. Okay, for my single Geminis, I'm being told to tell you planning. Oh, you're planning to do a reach out to someone from the past. And you're like, Archer, oh God, I'm the person that you tarot readers talk about because I'm thinking about reaching out to somebody. Oh no, Archer, help. It's okay. It's okay. Somebody, I mean, yeah, you haven't spoke to this person in years and like things never even happened, never got off the ground, right? You're going to be pleasantly surprised to find out this whole time that they've actually been interested in you and that you guys are a little bit of what each other prayed for. And it's literally been hanging out in this behind the scenes this whole time. All right. So you're not a past person returning in a retrograde. This is something here that's the right choice and the right decision to make for your future. Again, it's future energy, Ace of Cups, and I love it for you. All right. Gemini, this is an awesome reading. Oh my gosh, this is why I love reading for you, because you make me work for it. 3 groups of Geminis. That's so cool. Triplets. Either you or your person are triplets, aren't you? I'm reading for a Gemini that's a triplet here. That's kind of cool. Dig it. Okay, so either way, though, I love the direction it's going. Your wishes are coming in the 10 of Cups and the rewards for your self-healing. King of Cups. You make healing look good, Gemini. Don't doubt yourself. That anxiety not needed. You are a star. You're a rock star. I love the direction things are going for you. Okay, leave a comment down below and claim this thing. You don't have to like it if you don't want to, because I know it puts it into your like video and people are like, oh, wow, you watch tarot. What's up? Ooh, it's still a little taboo, but we're here to bring this mainstream. This is the classical music of now, the pop music of now, right? Think of what new music sounds like versus like classic music, right? This is this energy where it's going here, okay? And even if you don't want to leave that like to keep it cool and taboo, just leave a comment down below. The comment section's there for you. It's like Steve from Blue's Clues. You can vent, you can complain. And if you just want to keep your private life private, just pop an emoji. God knows what you're thinking when you put that, and it's safe, but it still helps the channel and the algorithm on this side, and it means the world to me. All right? Consider subscribing, being part of the fam too. We'd love to have you here. All right? I go live weeknights with everything. We do an all signs every Monday at 7. And remember, this will resonate to any placement of Gemini within your chart, because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, Venus, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you 1 in a billion, 1 in a Googleplex even, all right? And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like the Carlton. Google it, look it up, because you're it, all right? So I love you, Gemini. Now let's dig in, tap in, and do some super chats, because some of you guys might even be like, whoa, even that resonates, because we're all on a similar soulmate cycle, and water seeks its own level. You know what I mean? So let's dig in. Let's go for it. All right. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. And thank you guys for the super chats and donations. You guys rock. I love you guys. All right. Let's go for it. Okay. Starting with Rencor. How you been doing, Rencor? What's up? Nope, I want the shadow deck. Literally, I just got stopped and said, no, Archer, shadow deck. All right, so we're going deep on the super chats. All right, Rencor. Oh my gosh, Melissa, I forget to tell you. No, Melissa, you're good at the names and the timestamps. I always realize I forget to tell you the timestamps when we're not doing our all signs. But you're OG. You got some serious mod vibes. It's cool. All right, let's see what we got. Any messages for Rencor, please, from Rencor's guides? The Four of Wands ties into the Gemini reading, the shadow on the Ace of Wands. You're nearing the end of your shadow work. Your guides want to let you know that as far as what you've been going through, the roughness, the dark night of the soul, what you're experiencing right now, you know what it is. It's the shadow side. That's a very rogue card. They want to let you know with the Ace of Wands on the Seven of Wands, David versus Goliath, at the end of this dark period in your life is a stone's throw away. All right. Before we even get to Leo season, you're going to start feeling some changes that are really telling you, like showing me the cat hanging from the tree on a poster and be like, hang in there, Rencor. You are so far through this. You can pass and beat this shadow work. You are literally face to face with the devil energy, and your guides want you to know that you are strong. And the fight is so worth the rewards that's coming in. Literally, and being told the Gemini reading resonated to you, that either you or your person have enough Gemini in your chart that is totally this energy. All right. The geez, for the love of Christ and kids passenger seat. That's the Emperor. I got chills as soon as I looked over at that. The Emperor showed up in the past, the new. That's a lot of Emperors on this table, Rencor. I dig it with the Chariot. Oh yeah, Cancer's transformation leading towards Leo season. Dig it. Empress energy for the win. Cool. All right. Next up, hold on, I gotta put those back in the right perspective. Okay. Aich. Tap me into Aich's person, please. How you doing, Aich? What up? All right, give me a little status check update for Aich's person. What's going on? Because Aich wants to hear. Three of Cups. Perfect. Okay, your person's going to be invited to a friend's wedding. They're going to go as their own, on their own, because they dig their single vibes. And then they're going to find out that all their usual cronies that they hung out with at these kind of events are now in relationships and married and et cetera and so on and so forth. And they are now the fifth wheel. They no longer fit in because all their friends and everybody are talking about their boyfriends and their girlfriends. And then you got a freaking marriage happening in front, right? And that's enough to drive this person with the Two of Cups right back into your direction, the Five of Cups. They're going to leave the wedding feeling kind of sad, kind of bummed out, because they want their +1. And that's what's going to guide them right in your direction. Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. They are going to see the side of the sword that cuts, okay? And the Ace of Swords brings them back to you with the hate text that you've waited for with the Hangman. Okay, cool. Eight of Swords. Stop, Archer. Okay. Hope that helps. All right, Linglicious. What up, girl? All right, ST, nearest next actions to me. All right, I got you. What's ST's nearest and next actions? Boom. Seven of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Swords. King of Swords disguising itself as a King of Pentacles. All right, next actions, because you're not responding to his posts. Seven of Pentacles. All right, those posts are totally about you. Because you're not doing that, well done, by the way. You're causing him in the Five of Cups. He's bummed. He's like, she doesn't like him, Archer. She's not responding. I don't know what to do. That's leading T to take action. Where it's going to Two of Cups to the Ace of Swords. Finally be like, what is going on? What is up? What is up? All right. It's a very successful form of no contact that as soon as that ST does reach out, you're going to be ready to go, because ST doesn't like that you're ignoring ST. All right. And now ST is building a whole conspiracy theory about you, Linglicious, that like you must have met somebody awesome, or like maybe somebody with money and a big house and friends with private jets. And like, oh man, they got you married off and living on the moon with Elon. So this stress and frustration is going to build to a point. Okay. All right. VK, an update on you and Jay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. He said he's moving back and ready to live together again. But now, how long do I still have to wait? Okay, let me find out. Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. The Four of Wands, the rewards on this reading. This is Jupiter in Cancer with the Four of Wands showing up this many times. This is so much twin flame energy, reunions and celebrations. Ace of Wands. Oh my word. High Priestess, sooner than you think. The High Priest to the High Priestess. So you guys are already a divinely married couple. This is the time that you guys stay together. This is it. Okay. Now, do you feel it too? This is what Jay's feeling right now. This is it. This is forever. Like literally, once I move back in that night that everything is unpacked and unloaded, This is the start point of forever. 50 years from now, me and VK will still be together. Wow. This is a major change, major responsibilities and things like that. So high priest of the high priestess. Jay's had an awakening and seen the light, VK. You can trust this one. All right. How long do you have to wait? Ace of Wands? Not very darn long. I will be totally shocked if it's not within the next 4 weeks. Double check, because it either is based on Jay's apartment lease, funding for a home, or when he can leave work. That's the factors. If Jay would be at your place right now, already ready to roll. He's all in this time. Jay is all in. All right. So if the slowness is making you nervous, be like, what were you thinking is a time frame? And that's when Jay will confess and tell you and be like, well, I gotta wait. I've given 2 weeks notice, but they need 30 days in order to fill my job position. Okay, well, at least you get the reason by asking. All right. It's kind of like if he was a Freemason. If you want to be one, you have to ask, type of a vibe. But he's honest. The old cycle won't repeat itself this time. All right. Okay. Mira, what up, Mira? Let's see what we got for you. All right, Mira, you are going to be at. I'm not looking at the clock. Sorry, Melissa. It's a Cancer Libra thing. It's cool. Okay, let's see what we got. Any messages for me from my late brother Santiago? All right, please and thank you. You got it. Give me some messages from Santiago. I just heard. Where's Julio? Where's Julio, Myra? And something about black licorice. The Chariot and a black car with the Emperor to the shadow side with the Six of Cups. Oh my. Do you know how your brother thought that he was going to wind up going to hell for the stuff that happened in this life and this time? There was one thing he did that he felt that he would never be forgiven for, with that shadow card coming out, that wild card variable, that he was very afraid to face his destiny, to face his fate. He big time wants to let you know that with the Chariot on the Emperor card is that he made it. Just like how the Emperor drives the Chariot into a great battle, he did not go to hell. He went to his rewards, and he's actually waiting, okay? The next person that in your family, whether it's you or one of your sisters or what, it's immediate family, the next person that either becomes pregnant, or if one of the girls in your family are already expecting, it will be him returning in that body. He's waiting because he wants to come back and be a part of your guys' life. Okay. So you will notice whomever gives birth to the next baby, it's going to like have Santiago's hairstyle, actions, mannerisms, that silly joking banter that you guys all thought were stupid jokes, but now you miss them. The next male child born into the family will be Santiago. He's waiting to come back, and he straight up, I would love to give you some deep spiritual message, but he's like, would you please? I have waited for a very long time to tell Myra I love her. Please just say I love you to her. No problem. Got you. And you know those gusts of breezes, like you know how when you're in the shower that you feel like somebody, like a weird gust of wind blows past your ears? It's him just letting you know, hey, I'm right by. If you want to talk to me right now, I'll hear you. I got your back. It gives you that time to speak with him. All right. He's still your big brother. All right. And Chanli, what's up, Chanli? How you doing? All right, let me see what we got for you, Chanli. All right, give me a general. Give me a general. Give me a general. Give me a general. Boom. The Nine of Swords. They don't like the silence any more than you do. They're coming to that tea kettle pot boiling point because you know what? They really love Caitlin Petty's song, Staring at the Ceiling, but they're getting tired of playing it on repeat alone at night while staring at the ceiling. They would really rather just play it in the car with you driving down the road. All right. Thank you, Chanley's person. Yeah. But on the Sun card to the Five of Pentacles, they are realizing that they are sabotaging their own selves with this. Okay. By the fact that they're not communicating or reaching out, Five of Pentacles, it's them blocking their own energy. Okay. That in the Three of Swords, first of all, they are not cheating on you with anybody else. There's no interest. Okay. There is no love in their energy. This Three of Swords, the only person they're cheating on you with is himself. It's his own mind. As he's realizing this, he's awakening to the fact that he should not have cut you out. That was where the happiness lied. All right. And he had to lose you to love you. Three of Pentacles. Don't worry. Your guardian angels are totally kind of helping him pay off his karmic debt. All right. He's seen the light. Like his free will could keep trying to run. God's like, no problem. You want to keep running from family? Go ahead. You can make that left turn if you want. However, I put a tree there like 150 years ago, so let me know how it works out. All right. Hope that helps. They will make the right choice because it's the only choice they can make. All right. I hope that helps. All right. And Starlight, I only have the time for the 6, but you are very welcome. I'm sending you some peace, love back. Okay. Big spinny hugs just to you, Starlight. And just so you know, the new moon, you're going to get a text message that will make you very happy. I can't tell if it's from your person or from a friend of theirs, but something's going to let you know it is still on like Donkey Kong. All right. I want to come and visit Ireland so bad. I have got to stand on the slipway where Titanic was built. Oh, gosh. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, Starlight. I love you. Okay. Thank you too, Gemini, and thank you all for the super chats. All right. And thank you for the messages for everybody. Please help bring this peace and happiness to everybody's way. All right. Remember to tell somebody peace and love. And until next time, I'll see you then, Gemini. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. I would take the Chariot card, but you can hang on to it this time, okay? You can have this one. Yeah. I love